What's up everyone, subscribe my channel. Today we are diving into a masterpiece that changed the automotive world forever, the legendary 1955 Citroën DS. This is not just a car, this is a revolution on wheels, a piece of moving art, and one of the boldest statements in design and engineering history. Imagine the world in the 1950s, when most cars were boxy, heavy, and conservative. Then out of nowhere, Citroën unveiled the DS, a car that looked like it had fallen from the future, a car that was so ahead of its time that even today, 70 years later, it still looks unique, stylish, and futuristic. The Citroën DS wasn't just a car, it was a vision. Designed by the Italian sculptor and industrial designer Flaminio Bertoni, the DS stunned the world with its aerodynamic, flowing body that looked like nothing else on the road. The smooth curves, the sloping roofline, the slim pillars, and that spaceship-like front end all came together to create a silhouette that photographers, designers, and car lovers couldn't stop staring at. This was the car that redefined what elegance and modernity could look like, and it immediately drew attention at the 1955 Paris Motor Show, where it literally stopped the show. Within the first 15 minutes of its debut, 743 orders were taken, and by the end of the first day, over 12,000 people had placed orders for this futuristic machine. That's how powerful its presence was. But the DS wasn't just about design. Underneath its beautiful body, it carried technology that was almost science fiction for its time. The highlight was its advanced hydropneumatic suspension system, a feature that gave the car an otherworldly smooth ride. While other cars bounced and shook on rough roads, the Citroën DS simply glided as if floating on air. The system automatically adjusted the car's ride height, ensuring maximum comfort and stability. Whether you were cruising down the highway or gliding over cobblestones, drivers often said that sitting inside the DS felt like traveling on a magic carpet. No wonder it quickly earned a reputation as one of the most comfortable cars ever built. Then came the braking system. The DS introduced disc brakes to a mass production car for the first time in history, giving drivers a level of stopping power that was years ahead of the competition. Combine that with power steering and semi-automatic transmission, and you had a driving experience that felt futuristic compared to anything else in the 1950s. This wasn't just innovation for the sake of showing off, this was engineering that genuinely transformed the way people experienced cars. The Citroën DS also played a role in history. In 1962, French President Charles de Gaulle survived an assassination attempt thanks to his Citroën DS. The car's advanced suspension allowed it to speed away from gunfire even with two tires blown out. That moment cemented the DS's reputation not only as a luxury car, but as a life-saving piece of engineering brilliance. Inside, the DS continued to amaze. Step into the cabin, and you were greeted by an interior that felt like a futuristic lounge with a single-spoke steering wheel that allowed clear visibility of the dashboard, and seats designed for maximum comfort during long journeys. Everything inside was crafted with style and purpose, creating a sense of modern luxury that was simply unmatched at the time. Owning a DS wasn't just about driving a car, it was about making a statement that you valued innovation, design, and sophistication. Today, the 1955 Citroën DS is recognized as one of the most iconic and influential cars in automotive history. Collectors around the world treasure it, and car enthusiasts continue to admire its daring spirit. Some call it the most beautiful car ever made, others call it the most innovative, but everyone agrees it is one of the most important. The DS wasn't just ahead of its time, it was decades ahead. When you look at it now, it doesn't feel like an antique. It feels timeless, like a rolling piece of art that belongs in both museums and on the open road. So when we talk about expensive legends in the car world, it's not always about money, it's about value, innovation, and heritage, and the Citroën DS, launched in 1955, carries all of that in every curve, every line, and every drive. It changed the world of cars forever, and that is what makes it priceless.